fishing using birds. Above the calm waters, a very rare and impressive show is presented, showing an unusual collaboration between humans and birds, using birds as the spearhead of hunting. And this is a unique way of fishing using birds carried out by traditional Chinese fishermen. Fishing with cormorants is an ancient skill inherited by hand fishermen for thousands of years and is still applied today. This fishing method is carried out by herding cormorants into the water. This skill, which has been passed down from generation to generation, also has a unique history. This work requires courage, skill, and close cooperation between humans and birds. According to cultural and historical records, in 960, fishing using cormorant beaks was used by the Chinese and Japanese. Cormorants are a type of relatively large water bird that are very good at diving. They dive to catch fish and return to the surface carrying their prey. Their long, thin, and sharp-hooked beaks are very useful for catching and gripping river fish that are their prey. The cormorant's skill in catching prey attracted the attention of fishermen in China. The fishermen then caught cormorants to be tamed and trained to deposit the fish they caught. Actually, this method has also been used by several other countries. However, currently only fishermen from China, Japan, and several other countries still use this ancient fishing method. Cormorant fishing used to be a productive way of life to meet daily food needs. To control cormorants, fishermen must understand their habits and tame them. Chinese fishermen usually have special cages around their homes to keep dozens, even tens of cormorants. According to statistics, an average cormorant can catch 20 kilograms of fish per day. If 20 cormorants work together on each hunt, they catch hundreds of kilograms of fish a day. Pet cormorants are very efficient at catching fish. Fishermen only need to tie a rope to the bird so that the fish they catch are swallowed. This bird can only vomit it and return to the bottom of the river to catch prey. Because fishermen tame cormorants for fishing, they will not feed them before fishing. When hungry cormorants are put into the river, they will hunt very wildly in the water. Any fish seen in the water will be caught by cormorants. This means they will catch all fish, both big and small. Any fish seen in the water will be caught by a group of hungry cormorants. When fishing, fishermen will determine a location that is considered to have a lot of fish and reach it using a boat filled with birds. Cormorants park quietly beside the boat. When the fishermen give the order, they dive into the water as fast as an arrow. In the water, these birds look very agile and can even beat the speed of fish. As a result, fish are easily ambushed even at the bottom of the river. When the cormorant comes to the surface, the fisherman will lift the bird with a net connected to a stick. After the cormorant is on the boat, the fisherman can take the fish directly from its mouth. Hunting fish using cormorants is quite accurate and has a very high success rate. With its high speed in the water, this bird can easily bring many large fish to the surface. No wonder Chinese fishermen rely heavily on cormorants. They just wait on the boat, and the fish come by themselves. In just a matter of minutes, these fishermen can collect a lot of river and lake fish, which they can sell or consume. Although this method of catching fish still exists in several regions of China, currently the number of fishermen who use this fishing method continues to decline. In addition to the rivers that are starting to be polluted, the issuance of government regulations on the prohibition of fishing using cormorants and also the income from this fishing is no longer as much as before. Now more and more fishermen are leaving this job, and some cormorants that were kept in the past are simply released. The prohibition of fishing using cormorants is based on the very greedy nature of cormorants. When dozens of cormorants are used for fishing, they eat all sizes of fish. Even some protected fish will be preyed on. Once the fish are caught by cormorants, the fish will have difficulty surviving even if released into the wild. The sharp beaks of the birds sometimes injure the fish's body and cause it to die. That is why the government issued the regulation. However, fishing activities using these birds can still be found in several areas in rural China. In short, in the overall context of fishing activities in China, which is fishing using cormorants, illustrates the uniqueness that combines tradition, skills, and human relationships with animals. This practice stands out because it involves the active involvement of trained cormorants, which may be rare in other areas of the world. Although this method is ancient, this practice still survives in some areas of China, reflecting the uniqueness of the culture and the close relationship between humans and animals in fishing activities.